Single-payer healthcare has been officially defeated in California. Now, how did that happen? Why did that happen? Because of a Democrat. A Democrat. Listen to this. Hopes of single-payer supporters across the country were dashed Friday night when the Democratic Speaker of the California legislature killed a single-payer health insurance reform bill written by California Democrats. California Assembly Speaker Anthony Rendon announced Friday afternoon that he was holding on the bill to bring universal single-payer health care to the most populous state, effectively killing the bill for at least the rest of 2017. Quote, "I have decided SB 562 will remain in the Assembly Rules Committee until further notice," Rendon said in a statement. The Healthy California Act by Senators Ricardo Lara and Tony Atkins passed the California State Senate 23-14 last month, but will now be denied a similar floor vote by the state assembly. So it's not like Democrats voted it down. It's that this one Democrat decided, I'm not even going to allow a vote on it. Wow. That's loathsome. An idea which, by the way, over 80% of Democrats support. Over 60% of the country supports it. And even over 50% of Republicans support it. So, single payer, wildly popular. A Democrat in California said, I'm just gonna crush it. And Democrats have a supermajority in California. So, why would you expect people to get off their ass and vote for you? If they tell you exactly what they want and you go, no, we good. I'm not going to do that. And then you're going to bitch and moan and try to shame people if the Democrats lose in upcoming elections. You say, oh, come on. Why didn't you take your lesser evilism? Just accept it. What's wrong with you? Take your half measure. Take your quarter measure. And shut up. We have to represent the corporate donors too. Selfish. But this is the core problem, the fundamental problem with the corporate Democrats. Is that they'll pretend like they're progressive, they'll pretend like they're liberal, they'll talk a good game, but they're just oftentimes lying to you. Roseanne DeMoro of National Nurses United was saying this the other day. The difference between a corporate Democrat and a Republican is that the Republican doesn't pretend to be in favor of single payer. Whereas the corporate Democrat does, and then when they have the opportunity, see, in Area A, subsection C of the bill, line 321, there's a misplaced comma, so, I can't do this because the bill is just, we're not ready for this, and we got to work out the details and stuff, so we're just going to shelve it. By the way, if you wanted to, get more specific and work out the details, hey, dipshit, work out the details. Work out the details. Oh, hey, let's sit down. Let's figure out exactly how we're going to craft this. We got to really get into the nitty-gritty of this and do our fucking jobs as legislators and try to figure out exactly how we're going to implement this. But no, he doesn't do that. He's like, oh, yeah, this is very complicated, so we're just going to shelve it. The fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? But that's your job. Do your fucking job. Get all the specifics and the details, iron it out, and then pass it. No, I'm not even going to allow a vote on it. I wonder why he's not allowing a vote on it. Well, for that, let's shoot on over to the International Business Times and see what they have to say. Since 2012, Rendon has taken in more than $82,000 from business groups and healthcare corporations that are listed in state documents opposed to the measure. According to an International Business Times review of data amassed by the National Institute on Money and State Politics, in all, he has received more than $101,000 from pharmaceutical companies and another $50,000 from major health insurers. In the same time, the California Democratic Party has received more than $1.2 million from the specific groups opposing the bill and more than $2.2 million from pharmaceutical and health insurance and industry donors. That includes $100,000 infusion of cash from Blue Shield of California in the waning days of the 2016 election, just before state records show the insurer began lobbying against the single-payer bill. So there it is right there. There it is. We live in a corporatocracy. The Democrats, who are supposed to be liberal, supposed to be progressive, supposed to look out for the people, supposed to have this as a core fundamental policy that you're for. In an instant, in a flash, they flip, they're not for it, and it is because of the money that they're taking from big donors. So don't tell me that money in politics isn't the number one issue that we face in the country, because it's the issue that affects all other issues. You're not going to get substantive legislation to address a plethora of problems until you get money out of politics. And since we don't have that right now, we have to try to find a way to have people-powered politicians get in there so they can fight for the right things and they only represent the people. Look, it's just human nature. Oh, hey, I took money from giant corporations. Well, guess what? You're going to represent those corporations. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. And if you want that next check for that next election, which you're going to need in their mind, well, okay, then I got to do it. They just grandfather it into their thinking. Hey, look, every now and then I'll throw the American people a bone, or in this case, the people of California a bone, and do some sort of pseudo-progressive legislation that appeases them and gets them off my fucking ass. Hey, look, I'm in favor of gay marriage, and I'm in favor of being liberal on social issues. Isn't that wonderful? But then on economics, what am I going to do? Look, I have no choice. My arm is twisted. Isn't like Obamacare enough? Shut the fuck up and just accept Obamacare. Don't wait. Oh, you want single payer? Is that what you want? You want like everybody to be covered at a lower cost? Is that what you want? Sorry, I can't do it. What am I going to do? I mean, I take money from Big Pharma. I take money from health insurance companies. It is what it is. I just have to, that's just a line I can't cross. Well, okay, a line we can't cross as real progressives and liberals is voting for your punk ass. How about that? How about this one's non-negotiable? How about if you're not in favor of single payer, you don't get our votes? So go ahead, make your choice. Make your choice. Oh, sorry, I have to vote with the corporations. Okay, well then you're going to lose your seat. Now, they think if I don't vote with the corporations, I don't raise the money from the corporations, and I'll lose my seat that way too. But no, you won't, because there's another model, and Bernie Sanders showed us the way. He didn't have a super PAC. He raised money $27 at a time. And guess what? He was able to raise a tremendous amount of money. Now you say, oh, well, he didn't win. But yes, he had the entire corporate media biased against him. Virtually every establishment politician in the country against him. The DNC was rigging the process from day one. And the guy still won 47% of the vote against a political behemoth, Hillary Clinton, the biggest name in Democratic politics. And he won 22 states. So he showed that it's possible. Take no corporate money, no PAC money, only raise in small amounts from the people, and then represent the people. You can do it. It can be done. But these guys are too far gone. They made it to this point in the corrupt system, so they'll defend the corrupt system come hell or high water. But okay, if you want to go in this, we're not going to vote for you. It's as simple as that. This guy has been flooded so overwhelmingly with phone calls, with tweets, with all that stuff since doing this, and it's good. I hope he loses his job. I hope he looks in the mirror at night and can't sleep, and he realizes he's a scumbag, and he's the textbook definition of a sellout. Because how many people will not get coverage? How many people will die because we didn't get single payer in California now? California is like the 6th biggest economy in the world. It's like its own country. Yeah, well, single payer, what am I going to do? I took some money from health insurance companies and Big Pharma. I can't pass it. Okay, well, then they can't vote for you. People can't vote for you because you're a disgusting sellout. This is a policy that over 80% of Democrats want. Over 60% of the country wants it. Shame on you for not being in favor of democracy, and for not making the U.S. catch up to every other modern nation. Because every other modern nation has one version or another of a single-payer system. Every single one. Cover everybody. Costs are less. Here, we don't have it. Millions of people uninsured. 45,000 people dying every year because they don't have access to basic care, and Democratic politicians spit in your eye and kill single-payer bills that already advanced. Absolutely disgusting. And Anthony Rendon, you're a scumbag. You're a corporate sellout and a scumbag. It's as simple as that.